Welcome back into this Bi-Mart Game of the Week post-game show. What a great way to open the season between Sheldon and West Salem. And as always, very glad to have back this season helping us on the recruiting trail from OregonPreps.com, Dirk Knudsen. You heard him earlier out there at the Lake Oswego Central Catholic game, and he got a chance to look at Alex Balducci, one of the top recruits in the state of Oregon this year. Welcome back, Dirk. Thanks for the updates in the games, but now it's time to talk about some of these individual kids, mainly the seniors, who we're going to see progress to the next level.
Swag, that sounds great. Let's do it.
All righty. Well, let's start with Alex Balducci. He's one of the top recruits in the state. A lot of linebacker types this season. And tell us about where he's headed already. I think he's in the fold.
Yeah, so Alex, another great lineman, another great Central Catholic lineman. Alex is committed now verbally to the Ducks. He was close to a U of W deal. I talked to him several times, and, you know, the allure of staying in state, the allure of wearing the Oregon colors and unis, and just staying here to be a part of that was just too much. So when Alex and I really got down to talking about it, he just wanted to get this out of the way. And there's a guy that had offers from schools like Notre Dame. You know, his stock continually has risen. He's not a guy that shopped himself a lot. He just keeps getting bigger. He's coming into the season almost 280, 6'5", and went back east to the Top Gun camp, one of the very top showcase camps this summer, and really the analysts were just blown away at what an old school workhorse, just a bull. You know, that's the way they see this guy, and people are going to have their hands full with him all year. The Ducks got a good one in Alex Balducci. He'll play in the All-American game, following in the footsteps of Ndamukong Suh, Miles Wade, and Brennan Scarlett. So Central Catholic's got the pipeline going for linemen to the All-American game.
No question about that. Now, Oregon State's got a big kid of their own right there in their backyard. They had as much of an inside advantage as anybody else out of Corvallis. Big Soimalu, he's going to go follow his dad to Corvallis.
That's right. Isaac Siamalu, really also his stock, continued to rise. And in the Northwest, we've got 3 or 4 of the top linemen in the country, and the kids from Washington, Seattle, most of the Siamalu just constantly winning in every event he went to. He's a 5-time Nike MVP, went all over the Northwest, all over the country, which, maybe that was an exercise in futility, but really he went out and showed what he could do, and that gave his father, Coach Joe, for the Oregon State Beavers, the chance to travel with him. And, of course, Joe got to look at some other recruits. But Isaac, just a grinder, 6'3", 275, can play either side of the ball. The Beavers really did get one of the best in the country this year, and he'll play in the ESPN Under Armour All-American game, choosing the game over the Army game, which he also had a chance to play in. So Oregon's going to be really well represented at the lineman position once again.
Dirk Knudsen from OregonPreps.com, the local rival site following the recruiting trail here. Who are some of the other top names who are either headed in-state, Oregon State, or maybe to a Pac-12 or a big-time program that we should be following this season?
Yeah, so some of the other top guys will be Joel Scotty from Mountain View, the 6'3", 230-pound. He's just a jackhammer of a linebacker. This guy's a special kid, high GPA kid, had offers early from Washington State and then followed by Boise State, but had always dreamed of being an Oregon State Beaver. And as the interest in him continued to rise, Scotty got additional offers. The Bend native, Mountain View High School young man is going to go ahead and commit to the Oregon State Beavers. So the Beavers really did get who many people felt was their top prospect this year outside of Siamalu. So he's a guy to watch. O'Shea Dunmore, the decathlete from Newport High School down at the coast, committed earlier this year to Oregon. He'll probably, as one of the top decathletes in the country, he'll probably do track and football, and he's coming into Oregon as a pure athlete. Will be a quarterback again this year, but probably looks good at either wide receiver or in the defensive secondary. So there's 2 more guys to watch. Maximo, also known as Junior Especia at South Salem, really one of our favorite guys who we think has just unbelievable upside at 6'3", 210, will start again at South Salem at quarterback. He just recently committed to the Beefs, so they've pulled the trifecta of 3 of the guys they wanted in state, really loading up. The South Salem star Maximo Especia will be a Beaver, according to him, at this time. And then probably the other guys to be aware of are Brett Bafaro at Liberty High School, who comes in with just a host of offers, comes in as 6'2", 225, fullback, linebacker, was at the Nike event, the opening, and really stood up against the best of the best in the country to show that he can play either side of the ball. Young man that may go high in the pro baseball draft, so his recruitment will be interesting. He seems to be leaning towards going to college as a football player. The U of W and the Ducks seem to be in the running at the very top of his list, but the Beavers aren't out of that one.
Well, it seems, a lot of linebackers, a lot of linemen outside of Maximo Espicio. Who are we looking at the skill positions to go on? Or is it just a down year for this class? We know Travis Tyner's going to be there in a couple of years at Aloha, but who maybe running back, quarterback-wise can be of note this season?
So for, of course, Thomas Tyner at Aloha is going to dominate the discussion about skill players for the next 2 seasons because right now he's ranked number 1 running back in the country by many services. Turned out a 4.38 laser 40. Just saw him at 208 pounds of just solid muscle. So,